BMW finally debuts its Neue Klasse EV platform, with a version of its best-selling SUV. So, when the Bavarian automaker revives such an important name, you know it's a big deal. Today, the new Neue Klasse family makes its production debut at the Munich Motor Show in the form of the iX3, arguably BMW's most important car in decades. The iX3 is the first of many cars to ride on the Neue Klasse EV platform. It's a break from BMW's current strategy of selling internal combustion and electric cars on the same bones, as it does with the 4, 5, and 7 series models. This iX3 will live alongside the current, gas-powered X3. BMW is promising big things. The iX350 xDrive will have a 400-mile range, with 463 horsepower and 473 pound-feet of torque from 2 electric motors. The promised base price is around $60,000. That makes the iX3 about $10,000 more than the current 4-cylinder X3 and around $5,000 less than the 6-cylinder X3 M50. But the EV has a lot more power, and of course, it's far more efficient. The Neue Klasse cars are built on BMW's first 800-volt architecture, which, among other things, enables incredible charging speeds. The iX3 can charge at up to 400 kilowatts, which translates to around 230 miles of range in 10 minutes on a DC fast charger capable of such power. That's a ways off the megawatt charging of some Chinese EVs, but it does make the iX3 one of the fastest charging EVs on sale in America. Compared with the gas X3, the iX3 is slightly longer in wheelbase and overall length, but smaller in most other dimensions. The design is inspired by both the Neue Klasse and Neue Klasse X concept cars, and of course, the original sedans and coupes of the 1960s. The quad lights are a long-time BMW signature, and the tall, slim kidney grills are like those on the original Neue Klasse cars. From the side, the iX3 doesn't differ as dramatically from the X3, both with slab-sided fenders and a rising character line running across the doors, but the EV has rear shoulders that swoop down more. Around back, the iX3 has wide tie lights, but they are distinct units, eschewing the full-width light bar trend so many other automakers have embraced. But don't worry, the kidney grills still light up if you opt for the M Sport Professional package. The exterior is distinct from other BMW models, but still distinctly BMW. By contrast, the interior is a much greater departure. Instead of a traditional gauge cluster, you get a thin, wide display at the base of the windshield that shows speed and other important driving information. The hexagonal center touchscreen also runs BMW's latest infotainment, Operating System X. Sadly, the old-school iDrive knob is nowhere to be found. The most important stuff on the iX3 is what you can't see. This is BMW's first software-defined vehicle, SDV, following a trend started by Tesla and Rivian, of using fewer, more powerful computers to control vehicle functions. A traditional car has tons of discrete control units that manage all sorts of different functions, everything from powertrain to electric windows. An SDV integrates multiple functions into a single computer. BMW calls them superbrains, and there are 4 for the whole vehicle. One BMW calls the Heart of Joy. It integrates all of the car's dynamic systems, powertrain, braking, steering, suspension, into one unit. The upshot is more precise control of how the iX3 drives, which BMW says benefits comfort, handling, and efficiency. Another superbrain handles all the driver assist systems. As standard, the iX3 gets adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist, while a hands-off highway driving system is optional. BMW says that this new system allows for a more seamless handoff between human and machine. The driver can override the assistance systems with, say, a steering or braking input, but these don't just turn the system off automatically. Instead, they'll seamlessly blend back in after the driver has made their input. The iX3 uses motors BMW developed in-house, which eschew permanent magnets. BMW says these new motors are 40% more efficient than their predecessors, while also being 10% lighter and 20% cheaper to make. The battery cells are also 20% more energy dense than BMW's current cells. BMW also developed the inverters in-house, and the 9-3 will be the first BMW with a Tesla-style NACS charging port and the first to support bidirectional charging, meaning you can power electronics with your car. BMW will also include a CCS adapter as standard. BMW will build the 9-3 at a new plant in Debrecen, Hungary, with US production set to begin in the first quarter of 2026, and deliveries kicking off next summer.